Wow, that was quick. I'm live quick. I'm sitting here now. Okay, I'm gonna give everybody, I'm gonna give everyone an update. Good and bad. Good and bad update. Good and bad update. Most of the seeds, well, a lot of the seeds I was planting in the good evening. Good evening. No, let me stop. Good evening. Good evening. A lot of the seeds that I started in the plastic bags didn't make it. And I think it has a lot to do with the greenhouse upstairs, the kitchen. Excuse me, not the kitchen, but the greenhouse upstairs. So I kept it a little too cold up here. I just did. I did. Trying to save energy. I just was cutting the heat down too much. And so when you try to do peppers and they're accustomed to growing in 70 to 75-degree temperatures, up here was maybe 65, 68. So I didn't get, when you look at the temperatures and you don't get any other peppers to do anything, then you kind of know it's the peppers. Then you got to know it's the temperatures. And here I have, this is eggplant, and eggplant only has two that germinated. Two that germinated, that's it, of the eggplant. So that tells you right there. Eggplant is another crop that loves a lot of heat. So these here are bell peppers. Bell peppers. I think I would still do the bell pepper wonders. I think I would still do those because it is a better deal. Now this one here is germinating one seed, and this is the summer squash. Summer squash. And I don't think I took any of these out of here and planted them. Try setting them on top of your. Okay, and lay the towel. Oh, okay. I've seen that. Thank you. I've seen that. Thank you very much. See, I'm not a hard person to get along with, and I appreciate that information. Yeah, because let's see what this is. These are germinating. I believe. Wait a minute. They're squash. Wait a minute. Summer squash. Because I was getting ready to go up and buy another pack of these, but then again I refused to. I said I'm not spending all my money up on seeds. I have enough now to grow that will make up for it. So I will get it. I got a heat supply for them, and I will put the towel over top of them because I have plenty of towels here. Hey, morning gardener. I started my jalapeno in the bag. I like the method, and sorry I missed a couple of shows. That's okay. You know something, good thing about it, all of the shows are recorded, so you can always go back and watch them. It's a lot more fun when you watch them when it's taking place, though. I will say that. Oh, this tea is horrible, but I'm doing it for my cold. It is a ginger, fresh ginger, and it is a raw honey. I hate raw honey. Yeah, that's pretty bad. If I was sitting here with my green tea, I'll be like this. But it's not too bad. It's just, it's not all that great either. But let's see what we got here. Now these are watermelons. These are sugar baby watermelons. They did well, germinated well. They're actually down in my other greenhouse, and they're doing quite well. But these are banana peppers. They got one in here that germinated. Now this person just helped me out a great. See, I can't remember everything he said or she said. Put a towel over them. Put them in darkness. Cause seeds germinate. Oh, wow, germination, watermelons in a bag. Yeah. I thought about it. I said, let me try the watermelon seeds in a bag. Now, I'm not saying I'm the first one to have done this method, but I will say this. Watermelons sometimes take 80 days to produce a melon. Why not gain some time indoors, create some beautiful seedlings, strong seedlings, and then put those seedlings outside when it's time to put them outside? Remember, the most important thing you got to pay attention to is that soil temperature that you put these seeds into. Let's see. Hello, Bull Gardener. Okay, then we got the bull in the room. See that? Now, one day he's gonna just stay tuned on his channel. He's gonna give you a lot of good information, and he's gonna mention me on his channel one day. He's gonna do it. I feel it coming. I feel it coming. But this is the bull right here. He does a lot of composting. He showed you that. I was watching one of his videos today, and he was doing something with rabbit poo where he was layering it with the compost. And I looked at that and I said, okay, that you could do that, but if I don't have a lot of rabbit poo, trust me, they going right into the garden with my seeds. That's where they're going at. Because they're not too hot. It's not going to burn anything. And rabbit poo is some of the best fertilizer, period. It's some of the best fertilizer. So he got some machines that generate fertilizer. Yeah. Now, I don't know how many rabbits you have. Bull, how many you said? Because the video I watched, you said it was 9 babies, and there was a mother rabbit in there. I think it was. You know what I would do? Shoot, I'd build that stock up to about 40 rabbits. I don't know how much it'll cost to feed them, but um, rabbits are always great company. You have them in there. You take care of them right, feed them right. Oh, you have? My bad. My bad. Yeah, because I just didn't see it. I just didn't see that particular episode because I mean I had I've been on the air now for about 8 years, probably about 9 years, and I've had probably about one, two, I think about four people to mention me on there. Four people now in 9 years to mention me on their channel. Either I'm doing a pretty bad job or something else is going on. But what happened was there was a gentleman that mentioned me. I don't see him anymore as much as he used to be very active. But he God, what's his name? His name is Garden Rebel. Garden Rebel, yeah. And now he's all quiet. I don't see him anymore. He's got some good videos out. I mean, you want to look on there and see how he grow watermelons. I think he does a pretty good job. Then he takes you to another spot with his father's growing them, and it's just crazy. I have 4 plus. Okay, Rabs, okay. Um, he grows melons. He grows giant what they call them things, cantaloupe. And he sent me some seeds one time, and I kept them seeds about 4 years, and I got some growing this year. I said, grow these before you lose these seeds. Grow these, produce a melon, extract the seeds so you have seeds. And they're bigger than the average cantaloupe seeds. I don't know how they're going to taste or anything, but because he gave them to me, I just want to hold on to them. Because he didn't have to do that. He said, I'm going to send you some seeds, and he kept his word. And income, he sent me some corn, and and I'm gonna tell you folks, here it is right here. 4 years ago, it produced. It was so sweet that I was eating it raw right off the goddamn plant. I was eating all of it up. I stayed out there and I was eating the corn up raw right off the stalk. I couldn't believe it. I've never done anything like that before. And I've grown corn before. I've grown like the corn that packs you buy from Walmart and all. And I said, this is ridiculous. I'm eating raw corn right off the plant. Let's see. What's up? Okay, just checking your channel. Been there. Okay, yeah. So I'm doing good. All my plants. I'm a little under the weather. Because I'm gonna tell you, whatever's going around, God knows it's hard to shake it. It's hard to shake it. I've been shaking it for 2 weeks. Ah, trying to get all of it out. But the thing about it is, I'm trying now to get my seedlings all up and going. I got everything going now. I got a heater on it. I check the temperatures. I check my seeds. And do this for me, folks. Check your seeds daily. Don't do that. Oh, I'll check it tomorrow. Don't do that because you'll think that seedling is not dried out, and it's done dried out. And now, I said something today on another channel, and I want you to keep this in mind. If you create the beautiful environment for your seedlings, guess what? That's also a beautiful environment for, and that's mold. It's mold. But sometimes you can get on your plants, and you'll think that, oh, I'm watering them too much. Sometimes this could be part of the problem. But if you let's just see, morning gardener, your seedlings are looking. Thank you very much, Jabul. Thank you. I'm waiting to see your seedlings now. I got to see you come out of the. Unless you're going to buy them this year. But I love starting our own seedlings because it just saves money. It's just a beautiful thing. But if you have mold, is taking place on your plant, sprinkle lightly a little bit of cinnamon on the soil and the plant. Just sprinkle it lightly on the soil and the plant, and it will get rid of the mold. It'll get rid of it just like that. Just like, wait a minute. Okay, well, you know what I mean. Cinnamon. Wait a minute. Okay, I just want to make sure I gave you the right information because I'm thinking of another spice, but it's cinnamon. Cinnamon kills mold. That's cool. You sprinkle it over because sometimes you'll get mold and you'll be hoping that this mold won't hurt your plant. You'll say, maybe it won't hurt it. Yes, it will. If you leave it there long enough, that plant will start shriveling up and getting like this. You say, what's wrong with my plant? Oh, the mold's killing it. But if you sprinkle that cinnamon on that plant, you'll see the mold disappear. And then your plant has got a fighting chance. Now, watering is an issue. A lot of us over freaking water because we think anytime there's a problem with the plant, just go ahead and overwater. A lot of times your plants could be dying back because you're using too heavy a fertilizer concentration. Whatever you think it is, sometimes if the box says use 1 scoop per gallon, break it down to half a scoop per gallon. Break it down. Another thing, when it comes to fertilization of the plant, once you get your true leaves on that plant, go ahead and start fertilizing that plant. Lightly, but fertilize it. Because you can lose your plant sometime because they actually just sitting in the tray starving to death. And that's how that works. They're just sitting in there starving to death, and you don't even know what you don't know this is even happening because you're thinking, oh, okay, it's okay. I just water them, and they'll be fine. But if they dwindling and you keep, I admit, I use to over, bull. That's what it is. A lot of people are guilty of that. I'm guilty of that. I've done it before. I used to pour the water in there, and you think that, oh, the rest of it will go away. No, you don't do that. What you do is, if you got it in those trays, you pour the water in there about 1 inch. If you got all fresh, what they call them things, cells going in, and then you come back in about 35, 45 minutes. If it hasn't drank all that water up, get that water out of there. Get it out of there because you're getting ready to set up a situation where you're going to rot those roots, and you don't need to be doing that. Plants don't like their roots being rotten. Isn't that something? Plants are always complaining about everything. I feel much better since I'm drinking this tea. What is in it? Got me some ginger in there, and I got me some whatever. It's ginger and raw honey. Now, something else I want to bring to your attention. Sometimes you're taking care of your plants, and a lot of you are going to see this a lot. And here's what the deal is: those little teeny soil gnats. Those little teeny soil gnats. If you use a dormancy spray for your trees, guess what? You could gently spray your your seedlings and also your plants, your house plants. If you see those little gnats around your plant, you can spray that plant and it'll get rid of those gnats. It'll get rid of them. They don't like that dormancy spray. And the dormancy spray, of course, is like perfect for plants. So I admit I use too much water. Okay, yeah. I mean, it's the first step is to admit you make mistakes. That's how you become a better gardener. You don't get on the air like some gardeners do. They pretend like everything they grow works out. Nah, sure, I've been growing for 40 years. That don't mean that you know it all. You could have been doing it wrong for 40 years. Wrong for 40 years. You could have been doing it wrong for 40 years. Me, I don't make that mistake because all the mistakes I made them, I admitted up to them, and then I learned from them. Water is good to give a plant a drink, but don't drown it. Food. When you think it, you say, wait a minute. The box says give one uh, tablespoon per gallon of water. Well, they selling fertilizer. That's why they sure they're gonna tell me to use more of it. But I'm gonna try half of it. And when you get a chance, folks, build yourself a light box for these plants. Don't keep going down there and buying everything. You can take a couple hours out of your day and build one. I built one, and that was my first time building. Did a daggone good job of it. The box came out great. Home Depot, 4 foot light. Highest white light I could find. They even got energy efficient ones. I wish they'd had that when I did mine. I could still put them in that. I think they'll fit in mine. I have to check. Yep. Because I looked at my electric bill, and they look pretty good this year. They look pretty good. I got the plants down there going. I got the heat mat under some that's still germinating. Tonight, I'm going to do an entire whole tray of collard greens, an entire whole tray of kale, half a tray of what they call them things. God, and they call Swiss chard. Swiss chard, the answer to spinach. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do some spinach tonight as well. Spinach, because spinach is they're the first things you want to get outside when it starts getting slightly warmer. And you put them things in the ground, and everybody wants some of them. Now I think I'm gonna OD on the kale because wait a minute, what are people asking me for? I think collard greens. Hell, I better OD on both of them. Because everything I got is already pretty much planted. Everything. Um, I had one little setback, like I said, all them those are us. You guys have growing right now. I kept it out there all winter in a container. Feels so good. It's so warm in this house here right now. My t-shirt, sweatshirt. I had to take it off. But this person just helped me out and reminded me and said, "Hey, would you like put a towel over it?" And yes, right, because seeds grow better in the dark. They just do. I got my potatoes. I grabbed them, put them in egg trays, and put them on top of the refrigerator and let them start. The eyes want to get bigger. I didn't have to, but it just gave me something to do. Oh, I got 7 thumbs up. Thank you very much. See that? People like the morning garden because the morning garden, I try to do everything I can. I was out there driving around today, thinking about a place to go to. I can get some more information for you, but couldn't find anything. Yes, growing garlic inside. That's what it inside. Starting, and yeah, I did garlic inside this year. I did them. Yep, I did. But there's certain things about going from cold to warm that makes a garlic plant produce a bulb. But uh, I have onions that I could grow, which is the Walla Walla. I don't know if I feel like messing with it. I got the pack because I like the size. In fact, it's a big onion, but this year I don't feel like messing with them seeds. My main priority is peppers. Is peppers. Peppers are just a better deal. They're more lucrative crop. Now let's see. What bell peppers I want to grow this year? I think I'm gonna grow the wonders. Yeah, grow the wonders, or I might just mix them up. So good people. I'm losing my audience. I got about 6 people left. Enjoying, just being with my plants today. Today I'm with my plants, and it feels good. At 17, we fell in love. High school sweetheart. Love was so brand new. We took the vows of man and wife. Yeah, that's one of my favorite songs. Heat Wave. Cool in the Gang, excuse me. Some of you might not be old enough to remember that. Yeah, but I think that we all feel good start. Now we got started early. My watch went off yesterday. When to start them. And so I would have everything set when the soil temperature start going up. And remember, folks, when you ask yourself, is it time enough to repot this plant in a bigger pot? Here's how you tell. Remove it from the potting tin. If you see roots all on the side, it's time. It's time to do that. Another sign is if you see the second set of leaves come in, oh yeah, it's time. It's time to set everything, in another container. I'm growing California one. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one right there, California one. Let's see. We got the California one. I'm familiar with that one. Chinese giant. I guess. Let's see what that looks like because a lot of people. Here's what people do, and it's not just you, the bull. It's not just you. Everybody buy everything that says giant, whether it be tomatoes, watermelons, or whatever. Because I was just telling you a couple of seconds ago about me buying, uh, what they call it, about me buying those, God, what they call them things, um, cantaloupe. And the cantaloupe, like I said, I just want to grow this. I just want to see. I don't think that they're going to. Yep. So where I'm at right now, first, let's see. Let's see. Yeah, because I mean, okay, there we go. Chinese giant peppers. Yeah, look, yeah, big one. Yeah, and peppers are really a lot of fun. But see, another thing about peppers is that if you were selling them, you would get your money back because peppers are expensive at the stores. Peppers are expensive. They're expensive, so people will pay for them. You show, and if you got rabbit food, bull, you in a perfect. Yes, I caught your yes, I caught your last name. Oh, okay. Yeah, but if you have rabbit food and peppers, please. You got the right combination right there. You got the right combination. You did everything right when it comes to making certain that you grow the peppers and get them up some size on them and have them nice and clean looking. Another thing is if you get into pruning your peppers, you can produce more peppers. They take that single stem and cut it, and the first thing it's going to do is fork. It's going to fork out like that, like peas. And now each one of those central leaders is going to produce peppers, more peppers. Um, Make certain, like I said before, when we were talking last week, I was saying make certain that the hole that you're putting these things in is so crucial. The hole that you're putting them in. You want to make absolutely certain that you're digging that hole wide enough and like a shallow bowl, so the roots run across out, and that way you're getting bigger roots. Try to grow those bigger roots. Those roots are what makes your plant bigger and more, much healthier and stronger. And make sure you can get air to those roots. Excuse me. Putting that plant in a deep hole that is comprised of um, uh, what they call it, deep hole with nothing to look forward to but cold earth deep down in that cold clay soil where no one can get any air through those roots is not the way to go. And the first sign you'll see is a plant that looks like it's not growing. That's the first sign. And they'll sit there forever and produce one, maybe two peppers, then maybe three. It'll take a long time for it to produce, and you will know something's wrong, but you won't be able to pin it down. It'll take you a while. And you say, wait a minute. The morning gardener said do not dig these peppers in real deep because your method of planting them, if you have clay soil, that's the kicker right there. If you have clay soil stays colder longer, and clay soil is very mineral rich, but it does not allow for water to really drain through it, and it doesn't really allow for air to get into it to those roots. So you got to come up with a way to make certain that soil will allow for those roots to get air and to not be sitting in water all the time, because you will get root rot. So on that note, this is the Morning Gardener. Thank you very much, and looking forward to seeing each and every one of you again. Thank you. Shut off this light right here.